Welcome to day 2 of our online family wellness series. I'm your host, Pastor Aaron, and I want to thank you for joining us here this evening. This series is dedicated to increasing your family's togetherness and wellness. We're here to establish growth spiritually, physically, emotionally, mentally. We're here to also engage with you to give you the necessary skills to navigate family life. As we go about this series, we would absolutely love to hear from you. So you can engage with us on Facebook or YouTube by commenting on our live streams. So go ahead, drop a comment in the stream. Tell us where you're from. Tell us what you like about the series, and we would love to hear from you. As we continue to unpack our topic for this evening, we would like to encourage you to like, share, and even possibly subscribe to our platforms. If you know of somebody that would benefit from a series like this, go ahead and encourage them to also register. For those that have registered, we are giving away our exclusive registration pack, which will include all the topics that we're going to be covering over the next 2 weeks. So thank you so much for joining us again, and I hope that you enjoy tonight's message.
Welcome to our Family Wellness Workshop. In our Family Wellness Workshop tonight, we will continue to unpack our powerful NEWSTART acronym. This acronym is based on a scientifically researched lifestyle change program which hinges on 2 key ideas. The first is, if we increase the positive forces at work in our bodies by providing the right nutrients, getting enough exercise, being outside in the sunlight, drinking pure water, and getting enough fresh air, we engage more with rest by engaging more with hope and trusting more and loving more and engaging with more acts of service, by increasing the positive thoughts that we have, by engaging with forgiveness, and you name it, the body will tend to heal itself. The second principle that our NEWSTART program is governed by is that if we remove the negative forces at work in our lives and in our bodies, such as the addictions we might have, coffee might be one of them, toxins, hostility, if we have negative emotions, if we experience the likes of anger, bitterness, self-centeredness, or have self-defeating behaviors, if we get rid of these, we will allow our bodies to walk toward holistic well-being. So the 2 key factors involved with a new start, a new beginning, is increasing the positive forces and decreasing the negative forces. Last night, we looked at nutrition. We looked at exercise, water, and sunshine, and its role in our journey towards positive growth and wellness. Our next topic in our NEWSTART acronym is temperance. And temperance is more than just not eating or not doing certain things. Temperance, friends, is all about balance. The Greek meaning of the word actually defines it as moderation in action, in thought, in feeling, or moderation in restraint. Temperance seems like an antiquated word for not having something or not overindulging in food. But in its modern day application, it's more about a balance in all things. Friends, moderation allows you to enjoy life because even good things in excess can be bad for you, right? Too much of a good thing becomes a bad thing. But think about the balance in your life. What things control you? What things do you need to do more of? Or what things do you need to do less of? Temperance is really just about you being in control of your own life and not letting external things control you. So take time to plan how you could bring more equilibrium and health into your life through temperance in all things like physical, spiritual, social, emotional, and even mental activities. In its simplest term, temperance is knowing when and how to go and when and how to stop. Amongst all the natural principles for healthy living, temperance can be termed as the principle that balances all the other principles and should be practiced within each area of our New Start program. For many of us, living in a balanced life in today's fast-paced world, it's not easy. In fact, finding a balance with the right amount of what we should do and doing that consistently is difficult. But some of us simply have just had a hard time sticking with the recommended requirements. And that's life. This workshop is here designed to remind you that there is importance in living a balanced lifestyle. And temperance is simply this, friends. Temperance is self-control. Say no to unhealthy choices and practice healthy choices moderately. The next area that I want to share with you in our New Start program is A for air. And the health benefits of fresh air are more than you can ever appreciate. Water, food, sunshine, some of the important elements the body can do without for some long hours, but days and months, can go by before the whole system completely breaks down. But the body cannot survive without air, oxygen, for even a minute or a couple of minutes. Air or oxygen is vitally important. And the strength of our system in a great degree depends on the amount of pure air breathed in. Air is the free blessing of heaven, calculated by the electrifying the entire system. But air is obviously crucial. We know this. The quality of air we breathe is also important. Friends, air or oxygen is the most essential element to sustain life. Without oxygen, we will die within a few minutes. But by incorporating fresh air, it invigorates your body. And it's essential also for toxin removal. It contains negative ions, which help immune system fight disease and keeps the balance of our health in the body. Poor health, low mood, and lack of energy can be caused by lack of fresh air. So it's good to be in a well-ventilated area, especially in your home, day and night. If you've ever tried deep breathing, deep, full breaths can contribute to wellness, clarity of mind, energy, and relaxation. In the morning, step outside, breathe very deeply, and then expel all that air out of your lungs. Repeat this a couple of times, and you'll be surprised how good it is. Friends, the R in our series stands for rest. Rest is important. It's important for us to prioritize adequate rest and quality sleep in our everyday life. Rest and sleep are two different things, but both are equally important to our mental, emotional, and physical health. Rest can be difficult to define because it can be or look different to everyone. It's any behavior aimed at increasing physical or mental well-being. It can be active, such as going for a walk outside, or it can be passive, such as taking a moment for yourself. That's why it's better rest is actually linked to better physical and mental health. Did you know that? Sleep, on the other hand, is a body-mind state in which individuals experience sensory detachment from our surroundings. Sleep is an essential function of the body, and it impacts every system from our cognitive function to immune health. Quality sleep can help us rest, but we have to understand that sleep deprivation will force you to start going crazy. If you haven't slept for a couple of days, you'll find that your body starts deteriorating. But rest and relaxation is important when it comes to assisting us with our anxiety, depression, and also maintaining our levels of stress. If we engage in rest, we have improved mood, decreased blood pressure, chronic pain relief, improved immune system health, stronger cardiovascular system. So you might be asking, how can I better prioritize my rest? Well, find small ways in which you can incorporate rest and relaxation into your daily routine. We must make time every day to eat and take our kids to school and do errands and go work. Why should rest be any different? Start by finding a relaxation technique that works for you. Some like meditating. Some like walking outside, listening to music, reading a book, taking a bath, or a combination of things. But when planning your daily routine, find a consistent time to rest. For example, you could take a relaxing bath before bed, lunch break at work, but it's about taking time out of your hectic routine to enjoy or regular and consistent time with your family, friends, to get in touch with your spirituality and finding hobbies in even nature. For some, it is called Sabbath. But the main reason for a Sabbath or a rest day is to get a break. Find a day in your week that you will dedicate as your day of rest. Clear the day for things that you enjoy and people you love and doing good things for others. It's even worth taking a break from technology on that day. You'll be surprised how you'll be renewed and re-energized. Friends, I want to introduce the last letter for us in our acronym, and it is trust. Humans cannot exist without questioning the meaning of life, the maker of life, and if there's even an afterlife. Studies suggest that people who have faith live more fulfilled lives as they have purpose, hope, and meaning. Listening to your spiritual needs, whatever they may be, is an important aspect of your health. So take time this week to search for answers, to question life, to meditate, to pray, to examine faith and trust, and to practice letting go of your fears, to trust and to have faith. Friends, if we have to look at the influence that trust has in our daily engagement with one another, trust is the foundation or the foundational aspect of any relationship. Certain actions or things that we say or things that we do can either build trust or it can break trust down. And so what we want to do is to continually create environments for our family where trust is always built and never broken. Remember, trust is not something that happens overnight. Trust is the slow forming of that relationship over many years. Trust is easily broken, though. You can go many years of having a healthy, trustful relationship, and one action can break down that trust. And do know, once trust is broken, it does take a lot longer for us to build up trust. I'm not too sure if you have experienced difficulties in your family with mistrust or dishonesty, but some way, shape, or form, through temptation, through difficulty, through wanting to avoid consequence, dishonesty comes into a family nucleus. And the way that we navigate dishonesty and the way that we navigate how we respond to that is important into building the environment of trust in the future. Being patient with the fact that trust has been broken and now there's an element of having to build it up again is something that we're going to have to consider. If you have broken trust or have had one of your children break the trust that you have in them, it's going to be a path that you have to create, a lengthy path of encouraging them to continue stepping out into honesty. But trust forms the basis of any relationship that we have, whether that is a work relationship, whether that is a marital relationship, and most definitely a family environment. So when we consider trust, we consider the decisions that we make to build it up or to break it down. NEWSTART, nutrition, exercise, water, sunshine, temperance, air, rest, and trust. These are the 8 key ingredients to increasing your overall optimum health. And did you know that these 8 key ingredients were actually introduced when God created us? In his original plan, if you read scripture, he wanted to ensure that we had the best nutrition. He wanted to ensure that we had the best physique in order to engage in physical exercise. He ensured that we had ample water. If we have to look at the 8 principles, God has actually provided us with a thorough plan of action, biblically based, that is expressed even through the life of Daniel when he had that moment with King Nebuchadnezzar. And I feel that in that environment, he was challenged to keep some of the NEWSTART principles. But friends, today I want to bring before you the last part of this acronym. You might have lost trust in a lot of people. You might have lost trust in people and family members. But I want to present to you the opportunity of making a decision to trust in God. All right, that trust will ensure that you walk here tomorrow into positivity, walk into the building up of your life. Trusting God is also a scary thing because what you're doing is you're handing over your life to God, trusting that he is going to assist you where he can. But the basis of the NEWSTART principle is to make a decision to do something more difficult, make a decision to step out of an environment of comfort and to step into growth. The Bible tells us that God wants that for us. He says that I love you so much that I have ensured that I have given you the basic instructions that you need before leaving earth. And so if you go through the Bible, if you read even the book of Daniel, if you see the experiences and read the stories, you'll find that the New Start principles are aligned with what God originally wanted us to focus on and what God wants us to do right now in order to find and have an enriched life. The New Start principle is nothing new. We know in some way, shape, or form that nutrition is good for us, that exercise is good for us, and drinking water is good for us. But what I want to challenge you to do is to find creative ways in order to incorporate some of these aspects into your daily lives. As a family, sit together, talk together, and analyze to see how you can creatively go and implement new nutritional values or an exercise plan into your daily routine. How will you be able to encourage your spouse or your children to drink more water? And you'll be surprised that as you step out into this new world, as you step out into engaging with your, I would say, optimum health, you'll find that your family's togetherness will also increase. You'll find that as you engage with your exercise, as you engage with having more water, increasing the nutrition, making sure that you have adequate rest, that the family environment and the family dynamic will change along with that. No longer will you be as stressed, as influenced by work. And you'll find that the environment in your family will become one of more, I would say, peace than hostility. My envision for you and for your family is that you create this, I would say, environment of growth so that you come back from work, so that your children might come back from school, and they will be looking forward to spending time with one another. And it's a difficult thing to try and accomplish when there's so many distractions being poured out to us every single day. But I am so glad that you've been here this evening to make a decision to not allow any distraction to enter into our session together. This is going to be the start of a journey that is going to involve many different topics. The first topic, wanted to look at how your physical health impacts the different areas of your life. Our next topic, or the series of topics that are going to flow from this presentation or out from this week, is going to challenge you in some way, shape, or form. But I want you to know that regardless of the topic that we're going to be talking about, that if you make a decision to implement the advice and implement the direction and the counsel of some of our presenters, I will guarantee you that by the end of this 2-week series, your family will experience togetherness. Your family will not only experience togetherness, but better well-being. I am sure that you want that as an investment in your family. I know that I want that as an investment in my family. So I want to say thank you so much for investing your time in our workshop this evening. As we step out from here, as we welcome in the new day, may we do so with the New Start principle in mind. Nutrition, exercise, water, sunshine, temperance, air, rest, and trust. Thank you so much.
Thanks so much for engaging with us this evening. I would like to invite you to join us again tomorrow, same time, same place, as we unpack the topic of conflict within the family. We're here to teach you the necessary skills that you need in order to navigate conflict within your family. Looking forward to seeing you there.
Hi, my name is Kodali Brandt. Who of us has not been in a conflict situation before? Now, conflict is unavoidable part of all relationships. It can be stressful and can lead to the breakdown of relationships at home, work, or even in the church. Many studies have shown that the hostility found in conflict situations is a risk factor for coronary heart disease and premature death. I'm here to tell you today that managing conflict God's way has the potential to build healthy relationships and help the Christian to mature in his or her faith. Join me as we learn how to deal with conflict, avoid anger and other destructive behaviors, learn strategies like using transformational communication, and find the joy that God intended our relationships to bring. We look forward to you joining us. God bless you.